Hello everyone, this is Brian Lane, Fan 101, and today it will be my last video before the end of spring break. So, this is my video of NASCAR sponsors' final wins. I hope you guys enjoy it, and please help me get to 60 subscribers. So, hope you enjoy it. Please leave a like.
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Here it comes.
Back white flag, still inside.
One chance.
He lost his nose a little bit on the 8. He's right on him.
He's there.
Will he go for a slide job? This is it. There it goes.
Here he goes.
In for it.
Down to the bottom, slides up into him. Who's going to save it? Neither one. They both spin out. Kyle Busch, and Kyle Busch is going to win barely. Steals one.
Holy cow. Tyler Reddick. Oh.
Use what you can. Then 13 to be
1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around. Can Kyle Busch finally get off his winless streak? The last win Kyle Busch had was when he won the championship at the end of the year.
6. So good, 6.
Did he save enough fuel? Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Down to the bottom of the racetrack. He has done it. He saved enough fuel. Kyle Busch wins at Texas.
But he's pulling away ever so slightly. White flag's in the air.
And it's Johnson to the outside of Hamlin.
Now that could be big.
Hamlin is going to have to deal with Jimmy.
You're fine, bud.
Rudiman gets bumped by Boyer. And here we come to the flag. And wild thing, Kyle Busch dominates in Bristol. With Hamlin second, Johnson third, Gordon and Kane the top 5.
And Kyle Busch will be stickering all the way to victory circle.
How about the Coach Gibbs there?
1-2.
1-2
Thanks, Jeff. All right, man, here it is.
White flag.
Flag. Never thought I'd hear you say such a sweet thing.
Yeah, he did not want to hear yellow flag.
Happy birthday.
I'll say just bring her on home. Got to go around 3 and 4 here. Don't ever count you. All you chickens.
Oh, man. Addington, what a call, buddy.
Light the candles and cut the cake. Kyle Busch joins Cale Yarborough as NASCAR's only Sprint Cup winners on their birthday.
Yeah, baby. Cut the cheese and pour the wine. Yippee!
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Kyle Busch trying to get to win number 100. He's going to make 96 if he gets back to the Brickyard first here in Indy.
For the final time into turn 1, here's Allgaier waiting to see if he has enough to make the move. So far in 1-0. So far in 2-0. Can he draw up off the corner? Here for the final time, Allgaier almost makes contact with the wall.
There was a slight wiggle on the 18 car there. Kyle Busch just couldn't open the door. He's not quite close enough. He might have the run here, but he doesn't have the momentum to make that move into 3. There was a slight little window open, and it just wasn't big enough for Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier's going to make a big arc into turn 4, trying to get to the bottom a little bit sooner. Hope the 18 wiggles. The 18's not going to make a mistake. Kyle Busch heads it at the checker.
Kyle Busch in front of the 7. Kyle Busch is going to win again at the Brickyard.
Awesome combo.
The battle continues for position. Under a lap to go. The 18 of Kyle Busch. He's been dominant. This is the 186th lap that he will lead. The most important. Kyle Busch is going to win at Bristol again.
Shattering the tires right there at the end.
Looked like Hemrick had a pretty good run on the 1 car. Might have an opportunity down here as he drafts up on the back end. Here he's going to go the inside of the braking zone of turn 1. A net down in there deep as well.
And that's not going to give it to him. Going to be a battle. Hemrick sideways.
Giving everything he's got.
Down into turn 3. Hemrick's right there, nose to nose. He's going to take the position. Annette's smart to back up and let him have it. He just has more pace than the 1 car.
So many top 5s already this year for Daniel Hemrick. Currently up into the 2nd spot now.
Still seeing a little tire smoke out of that 18 car leading the race in 2nd. We've seen it. Pocono, race ain't over till they get to the checkered flag.
Right now, the advantage 3.5 seconds for Kyle Busch in that 54. His last race out was a win in the Xfinity Series, making it 100 wins for Kyle Busch. He made the statement earlier in his career that when he got to 100, he'd retire. Well, he already had 5 races scheduled for this year, and he just happened to get to 100 in his 3rd race. This is the 4th race of the year. He's won all 3 up to this point, looking to make it a perfect 4 for 4.
Well, if Kyle Busch doesn't want to race Xfinity next year anymore, that's his decision. But I hope he does. He's good for this series. I like what he brings to this series. Completely his choice, but I think he's a huge addition, makes these drivers better.
Without a doubt, the talent is there for Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series. This will be 101 wins. Next closest, over 50 wins behind him. It's already been a dominant career for Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series. He has 2 Cup Series championships as well. But a big win here at Road America for Kyle Busch.
White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, he's not just your average driver, Adam. I can tell you that. He's one of the greatest that's ever sat in the seat.
And tomorrow he'll try to sweep the weekend for the 3rd time when it comes to winning at all 3 series. Did it twice at Bristol. Won last night in the Gander Outdoors Truck Series race. And as he comes off turn 4, he's going to get his 95th career win in the Xfinity Series. Kyle Busch does it at Texas.
Woo! Way to go, man. That's ballsy.
The final lap. The next flag will end the race. Is it going to be the checkers? Kyle Busch in the front, and Austin Hill and Ross Chastain are chasing.
I think we were a little premature taking this race away from Kyle Busch.
He thinks that too. Legging it out down the backstretch and into turn 3. Tomorrow he will celebrate his 36th birthday. Today he celebrates the win at Kansas. Kyle Busch.
Time is going to
run right here.
Just 1 more lap. Kyle Busch was not happy with his race car at the beginning of this day. Did a nice job in qualifying and has worked along with Jason Radcliffe and his crew. And here he comes. Kyle Busch is going to make it look easy. His 51st career win.
White flag goes in the air. 1 more mile here at Dover. Looking for the weekend sweep as well. He's got to start it off right here in the Truck Series. And big crash. Nelson Piquet Jr. and Timothy Peters. That will bring out. Well, right now we haven't seen the caution, but it is out, so that makes it official. Kyle Busch will win at Dover, the first repeat winner in 12 years.
For 5th spot, Strimmy in the 64, Stephen Walls in the 66.
Oh, these boys got to be careful right now. White flag's waving.
Down the back straightaway, Tony Stewart trying to hang on and get his very first win ever at the track. Too tough to tame. The 2-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion will say from now on, I have won at Darlington Raceway. Great battle for 3rd spot, Rudeman and Todd Bodine.
Taking the lead at lap 85, and Tony Stewart officially the winner. Red flag rain, a rain-shortened, first ever rain-shortened race here at the Auto Club Speedway, but the 2nd win this season already for Tony Stewart in just 5 races.
And what a start for this team. You know, you get a new crew chief, you want things to get off on a good start so that you can build some momentum. Tony's certainly done that with 2 victories.
McMurray 3 wide.
Wow, he's sideways on the wreck.
No, the 13 got crashed. Big wreck going into 3. I mean, look at him. We're wrecking everywhere.
I think they made it to the overtime line.
Down NASCAR will have to look at video to determine whether the leader was at the overtime line or not before the caution.
So many good cars. We're having great days here, all wadded up in the third turn.
And Jimmy Johnson will tie Cale Yarborough on Stock Car Racing's all-time win list. Johnson wins his 11th at Dover. And 2 champions to settle it out here.
Leader sees the white flag.
Next flag ends the race. Keselowski, Johnson. Backstretch, final time.
Got a pretty good run on Keselowski here. I don't know if he's close enough. Brad Keselowski.
Off turn 4 into the checkered flag. Michigan's Brad Keselowski wins NASCAR's longest ever race.
Hell of a job. Hell of a job. So proud of this team. I don't even have words.
McMurray a little higher through 3 and 4. The advantage to the 24. White flag in the air one more time around for Gordon. Jeff Gordon looking for a storybook ending to the 2015 season. Out of 3 and 4, this win's going to punch his ticket to the championship 4. Gordon wins at Martinsville.
Yeah, that's how you fight. Hey, boys, that's how you do it. That was huge. That was huge. God, I love you guys. Great job. Way to hang in there. That's what I'm talking about. Fighting and digging, boys. That's what we do.
White flag is up at Charlotte. Jamie McMurray trying to pull off the upset.
And Jerry Nadeau was a class act that time. He got out of the way. Let McMurray and Bobby Labonte decide this thing among themselves.
One final set of corners to go. No lap traffic to come into play. Labonte's going to have to make a desperate move here. He rides into the corner deep.
Come on, the race ain't over. Come on, come on.
He'll do it. 26-year-old Jamie McMurray pulls off the victory in just his second NASCAR Winston Cup start. Unbelievable.
They're looking for the white flag this time.
Once we get into this lap, if anything should happen down in turn 1 or 2 or 3 and 4, it's over.
Pre-car breakaway. Junior tucked up tight under the bumper of Biffle. Kenseth leads to turn 1, final lap.
Denny Hamlin in the 11s there with no one to push him.
Actually, he might actually be hurting those 2 cars in front of him if he gets back too far. But here we go. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen pretty quick.
We've seen where the timing of where you do it is so critical.
Those 2 cars, the 16 and the 88, should be able to get by, but Kenseth, if Biffle elects to take the chance.
Ford Chevrolet off the final corner. Matt Kenseth trying to win it for the second time. Here comes Junior to the outside. Side by side with Kenseth. He runs out of time. Matt Kenseth wins the Daytona 500.
I tip my hat.
I know Matt can't talk to you, but thank you, Jimmy.
2009.
To go out and perform. And I do believe, like Larry said, Darlington was a huge boost. I thought he ran a great race at Darlington. Got the wall there at the end and still came back and managed something out of it. So I think when you look at Dale Jr., as we said before, drove his way back to 8th. That's as far as he can get. When you start racing against Kenseth and Boyer and Hamlin and those guys, it gets tough at the end of the race because they're not giving an inch.
Joey Logano got the white flag last time by. Less than a lap to his second career win. Jimmy Johnson now closing in, trying to pass Tony Stewart for 3rd. What a day it's been for the 5-time champion.
And Jimmy Johnson, 2 speeding penalties, a lap down, makes it up, wave around, all this stuff, and comes back.
They do it all the time.
And that's
amazing.
And it's like we said in the beginning. Where has Jimmy Johnson gone? Not anywhere.
Welcome back to the top of the board. Joey Logano in his rookie season won for the first time June of 2009 at New Hampshire. Back to victory lane today. It happens at Pocono.
You are the real deal, brother. Woo, thank you. That is awesome.
Nice pickup.
They are one lap away as the captain has showed up in his team's pit down from the top of the tower for the final lap. Jeff Gordon leading the race. Brad Keselowski in charge of the championship. After what it's been, it's fair to say, one of the more tumultuous weeks of his storied NASCAR Sprint Cup career. Checkered flag and a win at Homestead for Jeff Gordon.
I'm proud of you guys. That was awesome.
And the checkered flag and a NASCAR Sprint Cup championship for Penske Racing and Michigan's Brad Keselowski.
We did it. Great job. What an awesome season.
White flag is out for Brian Vickers.
We're out of field here, guys.
Oh, man. Denny Hamlin missed Tony Stewart coming down the straightaway.
I'm going to tell you, a great restart by Vickers, but
that was incredible. Hanging on the outside with two guys on the inside was pretty awesome.
And Eric Almirola did a great job of being in that outside line, not running all over Tony and getting back down and squeezing into fifth place there.
Brian Vickers hadn't won in 75 races. Running part-time for Michael Waltrip Racing. Welcome back to Victory Lane. Vickers wins it at New Hampshire.
That's what I'm talking about. Great job. Great job. Great call. Great recovery. Man, I'm so proud of you guys. Thanks for not giving up on me. Ty, Michael, Rob, thanks for the opportunity. Aaron, thank you so much. That is awesome!
Because he just lost over half a second to Jeff Gordon on that last lap.
Yeah, that was a pretty conservative lap. We saw the car step out, getting into turn 7 a little bit, kind of bad. Made his way through the S's and was very, very careful getting into turn 11. And it goes back to what Larry says. You get to that white flag lap, then you just got to maintain this pace.
Going to be no overtime today in Sonoma. The leaders working their way off at turn 4 for the final time this afternoon. Down to turn 7, one of those passing zones, but Gordon not close enough to make anything happen.
Boy, Jeff is, I know he's running everything he's got right now.
And this,
because he's only got one more shot at it, and I don't think he's going to be able to get close enough. But
and we've seen that 99 smoke the tires of Carl Edwards, smoke the tires getting into turn 7 the last 2 or 3 laps.
Through the high-speed portion of the track for the final time. Gordon closing in as they head toward turn 11. Gordon driving it in hard. Edwards locks it down, maintains the top spot, and drives off of turn 11 clean. He's won 22 times in his career, but never on a road course. That's going to change today. Carl Edwards, a winner at Sonoma.
Oh, yeah! Awesome!
Great run for Junior.
Good work, man. Good work.
Newman leads at that line. Who leads at the next one? But you got to get back to the front because a caution can happen and you can be out of luck. Keselowski really doesn't have the help that he's going to need to win this race. And he must win it. But he's in good shape now because Newman has no push. Here comes Landon Castle behind Matt Kenseth, behind Brad Keselowski. But watch Kenseth, he can still make a move. Landon Castle to the outside, tri-oval, sprint to the checkered flag. Who wins? Brad Keselowski wins it at Talladega.
Yeah!
White flag is out. One more time around for Kevin Harvick. The tiebreaker between the 88 and the 1 is finished position. They're tied right now for 12. Down the backstretch, Kevin Harvick just has to get through 3 and 4 if he wants to advance to round number 2. Kevin Harvick is going to win at Dover. One more lap to go. He's led his 37th lap. Matt Kenseth with a 2-second lead over Tony Stewart. Kenseth won here last year in the fall, one of the chase races. And now wants to go back-to-back in Loudon. Matt Kenseth on cruise control as he comes out of turn number 4. Kenseth will win again.
Nice job, my man. Nice job. That was beautiful. Great job, guys.
And a 5th place finish for Greg Biffle. The 42 is cleared to 78. Going through 3 and 4. One more time around when they get the white flag. Kyle Larson out in front at Richmond. And up into the wall goes the 78 hard. Caution will come out. Kyle Larson will be the winner.
The 11, Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex made contact.
Kyle Larson wins at Richmond.
I'm proud of you, buddy. You guys, hell of a job. Make sure you won that race. Good job.